One evening, while Father and Fritz were away from the campsite, we were attacked by vicious jackals. I was really frightened of their mean growls and their sharp fangs. I thought for sure that they would tear down the fence and eat us all alive. The jackals were getting closer and closer. Mother was being very brave. She knocked off the leader of the pack with one shot. She was overwhelmed by it all, but I was really proud of her. She handled that gun like a real hunter. I hope that taught those jackals a lesson, never to mess with the Robinson family.
Please, Anna. Anna, dear, can you hear me?
What's happened to me? I just had a horrible dream.
Anna, I'm here. You passed out.
I remember now. Oh, my dear children. Is everybody all right?
Yes, thanks to your bravery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Anna, you've had some time.
Say, you know what, Mother? When you fire a shot, the animals are supposed to fall down, not you.
I was nervous because that was the first time I had to fire a gun. Everything was happening so fast, I just aimed the shotgun, pulled the trigger, and hoped for the best. I heard this big blast, and that's all I recall.
You've become a fine marksman, Anna. You killed that jackal with a single shot.
I just wanted to protect Jack and Becca from those vicious beasts no matter what. That was the only thing that mattered to me.
You're brave.
We're all proud of you, Mother.
Right. No one is stronger than a mother protecting her brood.
I hope I'll never have to go through that again, ever. You don't think they'll come back to bother us?
Not if I can help it. Anna, why don't you get some sleep? She'll be all right after a good rest. Becca, why don't you prepare lunch while Fritz and I do some work around here?
All right. We all resumed our normal chores, but I know the experience unsettled each one of us. I was glad to be so useful, and soon Jack and I fell back into our old playful ways. It was great to be in charge again. I'm sure glad I'm bigger than Jack.
Becca, I want a taste.
Mother slept peacefully throughout the whole morning. She certainly earned her rest. I don't think she ever came face to face with all her fears in such a short time before. But she came through with flying colors. She deserved a Medal of Honor.
That was really good, Becca. You're a good cook.
Well, now that we're all back together again, I want to fill you in on our expedition. All right?
I want to hear. I've been
Good.
waiting. What did you find out?
Did you run into any passengers from the ship? Were there any survivors?
Did you see Emily?
Actually, we didn't run into a single soul on our expedition, and we explored everywhere.
Oh.
Oh, Mercedes, you're so good.
And to make matters worse, this island is alone in this area. I suspect it will be some time before a ship discovers us here. We'll just have to make do and hope for the best.
Father and Fritz's discovery on their expedition made them very disappointed, but actually I was kind of glad. Yay, we get to stay!
What's there to be so happy about?
I think it's great. It means this island belongs completely to our family. We can be free to do whatever we want, and no one will ever bother us, and we can live to our heart's content.
But what if no one discovers us and we have to stay here forever? And I'm not sure how long I could live here. We're not really prepared for it.
It'll be very boring without any music. And there won't be anybody for me to talk to. No friends, no neighbors. I'll be miserable.
Don't worry, Fritz. We have each other, and Father will think of things to keep us occupied.
Well, we'll all have to pitch in to be creative. Fortunately, none of us will go hungry. This island is a paradise of exotic food. Besides the coconuts, we're surrounded by sugar canes. We could even build a sugar factory.
Where'd you find them?
Actually, it was Fritz that found them.
Yeah.
Becca,
Come on.
take your brother outside and play with him. All right, dear?
But I want to hear all about your trip.
We can talk about that later, but first, I want to discuss something with your mother.
And Fritz, what about him?
It's important for him to be here.
I need you to take care of Jack.
Okay, Mother.
I wish I could climb like Mercedes. Maybe I could jump.
Oh, I wish they'd treat me like a grown-up. Oh, maybe if I stand by the door, I can hear them.
Mercedes, come here. Come here.
But what do you think happened to the other passengers, Ernest? Do you suppose they landed safely on another island?
I don't think we can assume that, Anna. There were no other islands to be seen for miles around.
You mean they...
In all likelihood, I fear they drowned at sea.
So we are the only other ones who survived?
I don't know how long we can stay alive in this place. We'd all be better off dead.
Stop that!
Well, I feel that way. Am I supposed to be optimistic about living in a tropical jungle?
Fritz, you mustn't be so downhearted.
Yes, Fritz, I truly believe that God has saved our family and delivered us here to this island, and we must face up to these obstacles together.
And what if we have to spend the rest of our lives stuck here in this remote place?
It's just a matter of time until someone discovers us. And in the meantime, we can come up with other ideas, maybe even build a boat. None of us wants to stay here forever.
It's all a lie. They can't all be dead. They can't be.
Be careful now, don't hurt yourself.
That was a stubborn one.
It's hopeless. I don't have the energy for any of this. I'm feeling tired all the time. Maybe I'll just lie here for the rest of my life.
Are you taking a break?
Yeah, forever.
Are you feeling bad?
Yeah, everything seems so empty.
But why?
We're the only ones living here. Don't you ever get bored and lonely?
Not really. I never get bored. There's lots of things to do.
That's only because you're a child. This constant heat's killing me. It's scorching. It never stops. I just bet we'll all end up like withered and dried up old fossils. Wouldn't it be really funny? In 100 years, we'll end up in a museum, and people will think we're some special kind of mammal.
Want to come play with me and Mercedes?
No, Jack, I don't feel like playing.
I know a place where it's cool and shady, and it's not far from here. Many places to explore around here, Fritz, and you can come here to get away from the sun.
Have you ever seen a tree like this before?
No, it's quite unusual. I must admit it's got possibilities.
You think we can build a house here?
It will be a perfect spot.
It's awfully high up.
It's the only solution to protect us from wild animals attacking, and it looks like there will be lots of room up there to build a big house for the 5 of us.
I don't relish the thought of climbing that tree again. I still get nightmares remembering the last time. Oh, I'd be too nervous living way up there.
Believe me, in time you'll get accustomed to it.
Oh, but it's dangerous up there, and I don't want to live up in a tree like a bird. Fritz was right after all. It's too much to expect us to live under these adverse conditions.
We can if we work as a team.
I've been strong for the sake of my family, but Ernest, deep inside, I feel we'll never return to live in civilization.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, but I believe that we will find our way out.
I wish that I could feel differently about it. The only way off the island is if we build ourselves a boat. And the only available supplies around are on the raft, and we're taking that apart to build our new house.
Father, come quick! Something terrible has happened.
What is it, Becca?
It's Fritz. He's been hurt. Fritz touched this strange bug and it sprayed him.
Where? Take me right to him.
My eyes! I can't see!
He's over here.
It
Fritz,
hurts so much!
let me get a better look at you.
My eyes, it's like somebody stuck a needle in them.
Did you get bitten? By what kind of bug?
It's right there. That strange-looking insect. Fritz was standing under the tree and he touched it by mistake, and all of a sudden the insect sprayed him with this stuff and he got it in his eyes.
We'll fix you up.
Here.
I think it's serious. We'll have to try to eliminate the poison. Are you feeling pain? Does it hurt as much?
No, but I'm not able to see.
Well, son, you soon will. It'll just take some time to heal. There.
Well, how's our new patient?
Coming along. He needs a lot of rest.
He's fast asleep.
There. Do you have enough disinfectant?
Not really. This is the last bottle. We'll just have to make do. Becca, empty that bucket.
Here you are.
Poor Fritz. The sun set sadly that day, casting a shadow over our campsite. Father and I sat vigil over Fritz, praying for his recovery.
Tell me, Father.
Yes, son, what's on your mind?
Give me your diagnosis and please don't lie to me.
I won't.
I know I'm going to be blind. I want you to tell me the truth.
Then let me be the doctor and everything will be fine.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have taken him into the jungle.
I want you to be honest with me. What are the chances of his recovery, Ernest?
In my years as a doctor, I've never come across a remedy for tropical eye poisoning of such severity.
You mean Fritz might be blind forever? He may never recover?
If the poison has permeated his eye muscles, it could be.
But Fritz is blind right now.
That's just the first stage of infection. If the damage is slight, it'll clear up.
Becca said he was sprayed with a small amount.
I certainly hope so, for his sake.
Well, is there anything else we can do for him?
Not really. Just change the bandages regularly and we'll pray he gets well.
And he's just getting over the loss of his dear Emily. The poor boy has suffered so, Ernest. Fritz would have been better off if he had stayed behind in Switzerland.
Mother, I'm having trouble making up my mind about going with the family to Australia. I would prefer to study music professionally.
Oh, well, what do you want to be?
I want to be a conductor or maybe even a composer of a great symphony.
I thought you wanted to become a doctor like your father and that you would take over his practice someday.
I don't have the temperament for that. The thought of performing surgery or even the sight of blood make me queasy. No, I'm not cut out for any of that.
Well, we don't want to push you into anything. You're free to make up your own mind, and of course, there's always your brother Jack to carry on with the family tradition.
Becca would make a fine doctor. She's tough as nails and she's not afraid of anything.
Yes, she's certainly resilient.
I suppose Vienna would be the best place in the world for me to study music. I could even stay here and study, but not in Australia.
Why don't you get some sleep now and we'll talk about it tomorrow?
I can't sleep. I have too many things on my mind.
It's all my fault. This wouldn't have happened if I had encouraged him to stay behind and study music.
Anna, why don't you get some sleep?
I can't.
There's no point in both of us staying up. We can sleep in shifts.
All right. Wake me up in a few hours.
All right, dear. Good night.
Why don't you get some sleep too, Father? I know you're tired.
I have to do this. I know it's irritating, but your eyes have to be cleansed. You should be sleeping now. Fritz, I'm giving you a sedative.
This all seems like a dream to me. I'm trying to remember things, but my memory is fuzzy. I'm really sorry to be such a bother. I can't stop thinking about all those people that drowned.
We can't understand why God let this happen. We just have to trust him.
I miss Emily so.
Now, this is to help you sleep.
What's the point? If Emily's not in my life anymore, I don't care if I am blind.
Fritz, I will not have you talking that way.
Shh. The sedative has made him rest.
All throughout the night, Mother and Father took turns taking care of Fritz.
He's felt so much sadness, but he'll never get better if that's his attitude. I'm sure he will soon find hope for his future. I can't stand his pain.
Poor Father's fast asleep. I don't have the heart to wake him up. And with the dawn's early light, hopefully comes a brighter day. But I was still feeling responsible for Fritz's condition.
Oh, Becca!
Shh! You'll wake him up.
How long have you been awake?
Ever since Father fell asleep.
Why are you up?
I was dressing Fritz's eyes and I didn't want to wake you.
I appreciate your help. You're turning into a fine nurse. I'm off. Anna, I'll be at the tree side if you need me, all right?
Do you want Becca or me to help you?
I need you to care for Fritz. Change his wet dressing every hour. He should stay asleep through most of the day.
One of the grown-up lessons I was learning was that it helps if you keep busy to keep your mind off your problems.
Where am I?
Fritz, you're at the campsite on the island.
Welcome to the world. I'm going to take the compress off your eyes. Open them slowly. Well, son, can you make out our faces?
No, I can't.
You see nothing?
I'm not sure if my eyes are even open.
But your eyes are wide open.
Then I'm completely blind. Why is this happening to me? It's not fair. I'd rather be dead than sightless.
Oh, Fritz.
Fritz, son, it still may be too soon.
Fritz, please calm down and lay back.
You need more time for your eyes to be healed. Nature takes care of things in its own time.
Go away, both of you. Leave me. I have nothing to live for anymore.
Fritz's eyes didn't get better the next day, nor the day after, not even by the third day. We were working around the clock, changing his dressings. I began to believe that he'd lost his sight forever. And as hard as it was for them, Father and Mother were almost ready to accept this sad truth also. And then, on the 10th day, our prayers were answered.
You were hungry, weren't you, Brewster?
I can see again. Mother, Father!
Oh, Fritz.
What are you doing up?
Are you all better?
Yes, I'm able to see. Father's over there, and over here is Mother, and my darling sister, and dear little Jack. I've made a complete recovery.
Yes, you have.
I'm so happy!
Fritz, can you see everything clearly?
Better than ever. Hooray! I can see again! And everything looks so beautiful! Hooray! We did it! We did it! I never thought I'd feel so happy again! I'm a new man! Life is great!
Thank you, God.
Yippee! Yahoo!